The troubles with being punctual today is that nobody really notices that you're punctual, and they don't appreciate how much effort you put in to become great at what you do. And by being punctual, you motivate yourself to become better at the subject, either in class, the sport you're playing in, or anything. And if nobody appreciates the punctuality, I guess, you're having in the sport or subject that you are working on, it kind of motivates you to become better at it. And not just that, you want to show them that, hey, I got this grade test. Hey, I won in this sporting event because I was punctual. I worked myself at it. I didn't give up. Any comments that anybody made didn't bring me down. It actually brought me up. It made me motivated, telling myself, hey, I could do this, and I could show you that I could do it, and stuff like that. And without anybody appreciating it, it does help you. At the same time, it kind of brings you down, because you want people to realize your improvements in the subject or the sport you're playing in. But at the end, you are a master at that skill, and by the time you know it, like Kobe Bryant, he's punctual. He works out every day. He wakes up 5:30 in the morning, goes to Inglewood and works out, and he doesn't have anybody patting him on the back or say, hey, good job, Kobe, you're doing a great job. You know, he's punctual. You know, he knows nobody's not going to appreciate it, only what he does on the court and off the court. And I think being punctual is good in life. You know, it doesn't matter if nobody comments on it or not, even if it's bad or good. And yeah, just stay punctual and be good and stuff like that, and don't worry about what people say. And at the end, you'll master at this skill if you appreciate what you do. So, thank you.
I think you have a nice point to start the speech with, but your delivery undermines it a little bit because it's so kind of subdued and quiet, and if I had a little bit more energy, I think the point would come across more effectively. There's no structural preview of the content, and when you get into the body of the speech, a lot of things just do sound repetitive as a consequence. You kind of go over the same idea 2 or 3 times, saying it pretty much the same way each of those times. And, you've got... Your examples are all very abstract. The more particular you could be, a first-hand example. I like the idea of using a sports character for this illustration. I'm not sure Kobe was the good choice because I think everybody is patting Kobe on the back all the time for doing that kind of stuff. But there might be other people that do the same kind of thing. And you're going to think of those examples, I know, because they're going to be in your head when you're walking to your car later on or when you're having lunch. Oh, I could have said that. You know, it always comes up. The idea is the right idea, I think, that you've got a good way about going about this. It's tough sometimes coming up with things just on the spur of the moment. Presentation issues. I think you project pretty well. You're in good control for the most part. Right at the end, it felt a little bit like you were uncertain and your voice wasn't quite as strong at that part of the speech as it was earlier. I think you have some good indicators and some nice emphasis with your gestures. You are playing with the paper a little bit, and I'm going to remind everybody else, try and get that out of your hands as quick as possible. I know that you want to hold on to it so you can go back to the quote, but it does become a distraction because you're folding and wrapping and those sorts of things. At the end of the speech, I thought that you were trying to do a good job, get to a good conclusion. You had a little bit of trouble carrying it off, but you were doing the thing that you ought to be doing. It just didn't flow as smoothly as you wanted, and that's probably something that a little practice would fix. Thank you.